Good morning, children. Now, we are going to start with the revision of the third lesson, Earthquake in Assam. Now, this lesson is written by Ruskin Bond, who is an Indian author of British descent. He is considered to be an icon among Indian writers and children's authors. And Ruskin Bond wrote his first novel, The Room on the Roof, when he was only 17 years old. Since then, he has written over 500 short stories and articles that have appeared in various magazines and anthologies. He received the Sahitya Academy Award in 1992, the Padma Shri in 1999, and the Delhi government's Lifetime Achievement Award in 2012. So, now here I'm going to give you a brief summary of this lesson, The Earthquake in Assam. Now, this story is based on the famous earthquake of Assam and Bengal, which took place on 12th June 1897. The author, Ruskin Bond, wasn't born then. But the story is about his grandfather and his father, and his father, of course, was just a small child. Now, Ruskin Bond's grandfather had the habit of always, having his bath, in a tub. And his grandmother always used to say that even if a major disaster was going to happen, they will always find him in his bath. So this earthquake had brought about a lot of death and destruction in Assam and West Bengal. At about the same time, the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Victoria was going to take place, and for that, a proposal of 60 guns salute was mandated. Grandfather was against that because he thought the firing would bring many of the cracked buildings down. On the other hand, the salute to the Queen was also very, very important. The guns were duly fired and nothing happened to Calcutta. There was no problem with any of the buildings. It remained standing. So this is just a summary of the lesson. Now, under revision, I'm just going to take a passage, from your lesson, and I'm going to read that. We are going to do some question answers, and you can expect the same type of questions in your semester. So this is a passage from your textbook. The Brahmaputra burst its banks and many cultivators were drowned in the flood. A tiger was found drowned. And in North Bhagalpur, where the earthquake had started, 2 elephants sat down in the bazaar and refused to get up until the following morning. Over 100 men who were at work in Shillong's government printing press were caught in the building when it collapsed, and though the men of a Gurkha regiment did splendid rescue work, only a few were brought out alive. One of those killed in Shillong was Mr. McCabe, a British official. Grandfather described the ruins of Mr. McCabe's house. Here a bedpost, there a sword, a broken desk or chair, a bit of torn carpet, a well-known hat with its Indian civil service colors, battered books, all speaking reminiscences of the man we mourn. So that's the passage for you. We'll do some question answers here. So I've taken the passage from my textbook. Let's continue with the questions here. Who were drowned in the floods? We'll have to go back. So look at this. Who were drowned in the floods? We have The Brahmaputra burst its banks and many cultivators were drowned. In the flood, a tiger was found drowned. So, who were drowned in the floods? Many cultivators as well as a tiger were drowned in the floods. What did the two elephants do in North Bhagalpur? Okay, so look at this here. Okay, we have here the answer. And in North Bhagalpur, where the earthquake had started, two elephants sat down in the bazaar and refused to get up until the following morning. Okay, so what did the two elephants do in North Bhagalpur? In North Bhagalpur, two elephants sat down in the bazaar and refused to get up until the following morning. The third question, how many men were at work in Shillong's government printing press? Okay, so look at this here. We have over 100 men who were at work in Shillong's government printing press were caught in the building when it collapsed. So how many men were there? There were over 100 men. Okay, so over 100 men were at work in Shillong's government printing press. The fourth one, who was McCabe? Mr. McCabe. Okay, so who was he? You have it here. One of those killed in Shillong was Mr. McCabe, a British official. Okay, so who was Mr. McCabe? Mr. McCabe was a British official. Then, fifth one, give the antonyms of the following words from the passage. Okay, so from the passage, I've given the word here, lost. Okay, so from the passage, the word which is the antonym of lost is found. B, many. So we have the word from the passage, few. Sixth one, the men of a Gurkha regiment did splendid rescue work. Add a question tag. So we have already done question tag. Okay, so you'll find it quite easy here. So the men of a Gurkha regiment did splendid rescue work, didn't they? Remember, children, to put the comma and the question mark. Okay, so children, I hope you have understood. Okay, so you'll have to go through this and in the subsequent sessions also we'll be continuing with a revision of your lessons. Okay, so go through this. Till then, thank you.